Welcome to Pieces of a Man podcast. I am the co-host, Aaron Davis, and this is my boy,
Lyman King.
This is the second episode. What episode is this?
1.5.
1.5.
Go 1.5.
You know, we're doing our live event on Saturday with everybody else pulling up. And
we'll see you on the 20th.
This is a pre-recorded one that we're doing in the studio.
Yeah, people are always so curious and they ask me, hey, where are you guys filming these? Where are you posting these? And I'm like, oh, that's promo.
It's promo.
It's promo.
It's promo.
You're not missing anything. It's not there. You cannot find it. But to all the people who are curious to know where we film this is where the magic happens. It's off. It's unfiltered. It's unscripted. It's just us randomly getting in front of a camera and recording, and then we're gonna find some amazing stuff for you guys to laugh at and talk about after this. So Aaron, let's talk about it. Let's get straight to it.
Straight to the point.
Let's get straight to it. So, as you know, living in today's age, I'd say we live in a time of just shifts. There's a constant shift. There's something always taking place that's changing how men need to operate or men need to move, or there's a new angle or new thing you have to be sensitive of now. So with that,
some of us, yeah.
Jesus, the people who care about getting canceled.
Right.
With that, let me ask you something, man. Let's talk about. Let's start off with social media being like literally the only thing people want to interact with nowadays. What do you think the difference is between being raised by real life and being raised by social media? Because there's a big difference, and it seems to be what's raising kids today. What do you think?
First of all the brain rot that's happening on social media, it's so terrible. I am on brain rot. TikTok rots my brain. Doom scrolling.
I was just about to say
doom scrolling rots my brain. But other than that, I think social media just brings a lot of comparison to your life and to other people, and I think that really ruins a lot of relationships between friends and how you view friends, relationships, and families and whatnot. Because I know personally, I see a lot of beautiful women on social media in general, right? And I don't think that someone should be exposed to that many beautiful women at one time. Because you're gonna go outside and look around and be like, "Dang, where are all these beautiful women at?" They're always on social media, right? So you always think that that's something that can be better. I know that's something that I think about personally. Right. But other than that, though, just comparison of where I am at life. If this dude's 22, he has a house, he has a car and whatnot, everyone shows their highlight reel on social media, right? No one ever shows the, dang, I'm down in the dust. Oh, I don't make enough money this month. I got to do this and that. But they'll post they're on vacation. Right. But are they happy on vacation? Right. No one knows. But it's a highlight reel, you know?
See, and that's why I feel like it's hard to connect with people nowadays, because how do you connect with the person, the real version of them, if you don't know it, you know? It's like the conversation and like getting to really know someone. Yeah. If you're not doing it in person, if you're not really talking to this person, you're trying to get to know them through social media, you'll never know the real them. And I feel like that's why there's a lot of dull personalities. There's a lot of fluff in so many conversations, because all people know to talk about is, you know, what they saw on social.
Yeah, what they saw on social media. Yeah.
You'll never really get, you know, a real conversation out of.
And I think social media also took out meeting people in real life too. So growing up, like nowadays, they call it a third place for people to hang out, right? So growing up, it could have been like the arcade where you go and meet people, right? Or a church or a park or whatever. And nowadays, kids are growing up, they have nowhere to go hang out. It used to be the mall. We used to go to the mall all the time and go and just hang out and just go walk around. You can't do that anymore. That's not a thing anymore, right? So everyone on social media, it takes away all the human interaction with everyone, and people don't know how to talk to people anymore. If you go up to talk to someone, you're a weirdo. Right. If you go try to meet a new friend, you're a weirdo. If it's not at like a party. If I go to Target and I'm like, dang, oh, bro's over there. I'm in a new city. He looks like he's my age. Hey, what's good, bro? You like whatever. I'm a weirdo. Why did that dude just walk up to me talking about what to do around here? What? Fact. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It used to be a point in time where you could just like be somewhere and say, yo, bro, look, man, I'm not from around here.
you'll get looked at like you're a weirdo. I'm
Like,
telling
bro,
you.
where the moves at? I'm trying to where people at? Where like where do I go to get where to get drinks? Where the women? Where's this? Where's that? Like you can't do that. You're right.
No, you're a weirdo.
I mean, I feel like it's also made dating almost impossible for people because how do you approach a woman who is approached 24/7? Quite literally.
So
like, literally, she can't escape it. It'll be through Instagram, through Twitter, through what's the other one? Threads. Like
Threads is crazy.
Yeah, like I mean, there's so many ways for you to approach these women at this point. There's like she's heard everything. What are you gonna say?
You know, if you look good enough, you can say anything. She won't care.
That you know what though?
It's only creepy valid. If she's not attracted to you.
You know what? That's valid. But I swear I see so often on social media, and I think that's the problem. Oh, he's weird because he said X, Y, and Z to me, or he came at me so weak because he came at me and asked my name. Why didn't you ask my Cash App? What?
Okay, that's actually
bro. It is like that's also become commonplace. That's something that's quote unquote normal now.
What, Cash App?
You're like, oh yeah, like if you really want my attention, send that bread.
Send the money. Because that's what a lot of people want money nowadays. But the thing about it is different now that I think the cost of living is so high right now. People just think it's so easy to take care of somebody else. It's so easy for one person to take care of another person. Oh, you should have your money together. Oh, you should have this, that, and the third together, right? I think back in the day, like the traditional, it was so much easier to do that because the cost of living was so low. Right. But nowadays, cost of living has gone way up, but the wages have stayed the same.
Right.
So it's kind of hard to get to that level. So as a man, of course I want to take care of my woman. Of course I want to take care of my family. If I could do it, I would.
You know what? That leads me to another thought though.
Yeah.
At what point should you start taking care of a woman?
Well,
it's not that first week.
I think, personally, I think you get a partner, right?
Right.
And I do my best, and we do our best to take care of each other until I can personally do it for you.
Right.
That's how I see it.
Right. And that's fair.
You know what I mean?
That's fair.
I know a lot of people expect the man to be able to do it from the get-go.
Yeah, as if you're a finished product in your 20s.
Nah, sorry, I can't, you know?
Yeah.
But I think that's a lot of the expectations right now. You said what?
So you're not a finished product in your 20s.
Oh, at all.
Regardless of who, what, and what you do, if you peak, plateau, or whatever in your 20s.
Well, peak in what way?
Financially?
Absolutely not. If you peak financially in your 20s, either...
Physically? Good habits just continue to compound.
Yeah, but you're physically peaking your 20s, brother. After 30, like, your knee hurt, don't it?
Man, my knee hurts because, bro, come on. I tweaked my knee playing basketball.
I'm just saying, but it just takes a longer time to recover from these injuries. And I promise you after, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure after like 30, 32, your peak physical likeness starts to...
Oh, I'm talking about attractive. Like being attractive.
You're talking about attractive.
I mean, naturally, you're physical. Yeah, you're not going to be as athletic.
That's what I was going to. I was not looking at attractiveness at all.
No, I'm saying, like, have you ever noticed, like, when people get money, like, they become more attractive?
No, I haven't.
Glorilla.
I thought Glorilla always looked good. Am I wrong on that?
Yo, edit this out. You're lying. You are so
Wait a minute. Did I not see Glorilla before? Did she have surgery? I don't know. I don't pay attention to celebrities like that either, though.
She had a lot.
She did?
Yeah, she changed that nose.
Maybe.
If you look at her before she blew up.
Maybe I haven't seen her before the surgery. Then.
A lot of people is like they'll get money and they become more attractive, and it's not because they're like getting more attractive. It's just that their hygiene is perfect. Skin, teeth, nails, lips, hair, all of it.
For women or men?
Both.
I don't think that's necessarily true.
No, it's true. I promise you. I'm telling you, go and look.
With you talking about no surgery, no nothing, like just straight natural look wise, you look better when you have more money. I'm not talking about getting veneers. I'm not talking about stuff like that.
I mean, you can buy a lot.
I'm just saying. So if I go make $1 million tomorrow, in 2 months, you think I will look better?
Probably.
Simply because of what?
What if you had $1 million right now? Do you think like you would ever look out of order in any way, shape, or form?
Personally?
Yeah.
I mean,
no, you wouldn't.
I mean, probably. I probably would. I'm not, I
think about it. All the stress in your face disappears.
I don't stress. Fun fact. Aaron Davis is not stressed about nothing in life. He just goes about life and takes his Bible with him. That's it. That's my stress factor.
Your mom is in our audience. Remember we had this conversation for the podcast? Oh man, that's fair.
No, because like right now, because I am still with my parents, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm saving up a lot of money right now, right? And I still have money to spend, but I get a haircut like once a month, maybe. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that, like appearance wise, unless I have something to do, mm-hmm. I probably wouldn't. You know what I mean? That's just me personally, though.
Honestly, if I had $1 million, there wouldn't be a day where I was off.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Happen.
There you go. Yeah. Like, different priorities, I guess, huh?
I guess so, man. I promise you, my hygiene would be like almost number one at that point.
Which is fair. But what would be okay? Before you move on,
I'm listening.
What would be different about your hygiene, though? Like, what do you mean? You made $1 million tomorrow. What would be different about your hygiene besides getting a haircut more often?
Like my skincare, it would be perfect.
What does that mean, though? Like what? You would have all the products.
I would know exactly what was best for me in about every way.
Nah, yeah, that's all you. I don't.
Yeah, I would for sure do that. For like,
give me some water, some moisturizer, some cleanser. I'm cool. Call it a day.
The accent on moisturizer was crazy. That's kind of funny. Think you got main character syndrome?
Yes, I think the world revolves around me and Jesus Christ. But yes, I do actually, and I can't even lie about that.
Okay.
I think a lot of interesting things have happened in my life, and I just think every little piece is like, dang. Yeah, I think at the end of my life would be a good movie to watch, actually. Fun fact. Do you think you have main character syndrome?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so we're on the same page.
No, I wasn't going to disagree with you. No, like I've looked at the invisible camera on people a few times. Like,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, absolutely. I was like, I will look at you. Like, I'll look you dead in your face and then look off to the side. There's nobody there. Like, I can't believe he just said
I can't believe he said that.
Like, sometimes I wish I could say it out loud, but I was like, I'd sound crazier doing that.
Yeah.
Can't do that one.
I wholeheartedly believe in main character syndrome.
I wholeheartedly believe.
Okay, do you think it's a bad thing?
What?
Main character trying to be the main character.
Bro, what's going on in my head's none of your business anyway. It's not a bad thing. I think it's like.
But do you think that makes you selfish?
No.
No.
I gave you a role in the show. You should be happy.
Oh. In whose show?
I'm not talking about you specifically.
No, I know. But I'm saying in whose show? Like your show?
In my show. Oh. So it's like, yeah, you're important. Like in my head, you start like, I know like who's important, and who's not. You know?
Right.
Just like everybody else. So as far as the credits go, you're either important or you're not. I base it off of my character sheet in my head.
Right. Right. Yeah. I think personally, I think it's kind of selfish.
Yeah, I mean, well, wait a minute. So you have character syndrome? You think it's selfish?
So think about me. I am extremely self-aware.
Okay, so you think you're a selfish person?
I think I am in that point of being a main character syndrome. Correct. Like to think that you're the main character. There's 7 billion people. Like obviously, I'm the main character in my life because I see my life all the time. But to think that the people around me are here to either help me or I'm here to help them or whatever it is. Like Malachi, boom. I just met Malachi, who is our producer, by the way. But I just met him and it's like, cool. He came on to set Aaron's Life movie to be a producer of the podcast. I'm not taking that out of we're not friends. I'm not taking it out of nothing else.
That's it.
But I'm not taking that out of it. But I'm just saying it's a new character added to the movie.
Right.
Like boom.
I'm starting to see why your main character syndrome is selfish.
Mine is extremely extremely selfish.
You're starting to see it too.
But that has nothing to do with you, Malachi. You're still a great guy. You know what I'm saying?
Don't tell him what you think about Omri. Jesus.
Shout out my boy.
Shout out my boy. Yeah.
But yeah, very, very much very selfish in that regard.
And I think
which is something I need to work on, by the way.
Honestly, I don't think you should at this point. To a degree, I think you should be selfish in this area of your life. You're not a father. You're not a husband. This is the only time you can be selfish. I mean, you might as well. That's just my point of view on it. People, if you were to accuse me of being selfish, I would look at you and say you're right too. I get it. Because the second I get married or have a kid, my life's not about me anymore. So I might as well, spend this time making it about me.
Making it about you.
Because, I mean, hey, I feel like that's a big part of manhood, like, that we don't talk about. Your life isn't about you the second you become a father. your life isn't about you the second you become a husband. Because when you think about it, all of your motivation from that point is doing something to provide.
Yeah. That's all we're here for, right?
Right. You get up in the morning
That's
like
all we're here for.
like think about it. It's like you're far more likely to quit that job, walk away because you're not happy, or make a decision that's self-serving because you don't have anybody that's relying on you for with that decision. Nothing changes for anyone else because you made that decision.
That is true.
But the second you have a family or a wife, yeah, it is.
Right.
You can't just walk away because they made you mad at work or they pissed you off. Like,
well, you can. You can.
A
lot of people
but
do.
There's a lot of people you gonna get home and it's like, well, Dad.
Well, sorry, son. Your mom made me upset last night.
I want to play AAU. Oh, okay. I want $1 billion. It's like at that point, you don't like.
Okay, so let me ask you a question then on that. Mm-hmm. So when do you think is the right time for a man to do that then? To go to transition to that part of life to be unselfish? Or is a man only being selfish for themselves right now because they have to do that one day? To have family, to provide for a family?
I like that. That's a great question. I think that a man should be selfish and, take care of himself until God calls him to do something else, which would be becoming that father, becoming that husband. So if someone comes in your life and shows you that they're the ideal partner for you.
Right. Like, so what if you don't have your life together, quote unquote, and someone comes by? You don't necessarily know if God sent her or not. You don't necessarily know that's gonna be your wife or not. But do you say, hey, I'm not where I want to be. I want to be a little selfish right now and take care of what I want to do? Or do you look at her and be like, if we're on the same page, I'm willing to work with you. I'm willing to grow with you and whatever like that.
I think that that's the exciting part about life. You don't know. Mm-hmm. So you make those decisions and you can start and stop that process of unselfishing yourself as many times as you want. It'll be that moment where you might think, oh yeah, like I guess I gotta hang it up. I'm about to get married, man. This is the one. And then because I feel like all men have been there. It's like, oh yeah, this is the one. Oh, I know it is. And then like there you are starting over again, right back to being selfish. So I mean, it's at whatever point you deem it necessary. It's something that I feel we all have to master, and something you have to think about, because if you don't, you'll be in that marriage or dealing with a 17-year-old kid and you're still making your life about you. Like, and nobody would want to deal with that. Nobody. The wife, the kid, you, like, no, I mean, I guess you if you're being selfish. But I mean, like, but like typically those will be the men who are like 80 years old and it's like, man, I learned so much in my life and I just, I just wish I would have did X, Y, and Z different, because they didn't take that time. Well, maybe, but they probably didn't take that time to be selfish. So they were still being so when they got to that point.
Yeah. I think that's something I struggle with. Being selfish as in a way of just focusing on myself and myself only. I think I do because...
Hold on. Let me ask you, though. Where do you draw the line between selfish and ambition?
Well,
ambitious. Ooh.
Ambitious. I think those are two separate things. I think you can be ambitious without being selfish, and I think you can be selfish without being ambitious. It's just about what's the category that we're in. So if I'm ambitious about my job, say today's podcast, right? Mm-hmm. If I'm ambitious about this podcast, I'm working on this podcast 24/7, right? Mm-hmm. And someone comes along, oh hey Aaron, you look good. Like, I don't think me.
What I don't know. That's how she shot her shot.
Women can't flirt, but
no, women have no game.
They have zero game women whatsoever. Have no game. But is it selfish for me to tell her no because I'm working on a podcast, or is it ambition? You know what I mean? It's like if I tell you I'm gonna take you out, mm-hmm. I cannot put work above you in that sense.
Then you're not being selfish anymore.
So what was that, ambition?
I'd say
because can you be ambitious about the podcast and be ambitious about the relationship?
I mean, I guess the reason I say where do you like draw the line between being ambitious and being selfish is because when you really lock into that zone and you're working on yourself and what you want, it's really easy to disregard others' needs in their wants. So it's like, for example, you can have a woman in your life and prioritize work over her easily.
You can.
Now, granted, if she stays and she's okay with that, that's totally up to her. But your ambition could really be the driving force of why you're getting up every day. And it might, like, you can easily lose sight of why she's there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at that point, she just becomes a prop in your life. She serves a purpose and you chase your passion.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's easy to blur the lines between the two. Now, the way you responded, man, it does make sense. I definitely see why you see them as different. But I do think it's really important that you separate the two in your head, because just like I just did, I mean, it's very easy to, blur the lines between the two. And I also believe they're both important things in your life as a man. Because you should give yourself the space to do it and be selfish.
And to be selfish.
Right.
About
what you want.
What you want.
And how you live.
And how you live.
At one point in time.
At one point in time. So there's
not always. It's not always, but yeah, at one point. Yeah, it's a phase type deal.
Okay. That makes sense. That's cool.
Ooh. Is chivalry dead or just rebranded?
Oh my goodness. Is chivalry dead or rebranded? Rebranded into what though? I think now
is chivalry dead, or does it just look different today and people don't recognize what it is?
I think it's dead.
Ooh. Okay. Let's talk about it.
From what I see, me personally, it's not dead for me. Like, I'm a lover boy. I go all out. I do literally everything for
big flower guy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Huge on that. But on the other side of it, I think because a lot of people look at life as money only, I think people think that you can get away with just spending money on somebody. Or
do you think social media is training men to do that more?
Of course. You have cash apps in people's bio. You know what I'm saying? Is that right?
You're so right.
Like, and you DM, this has not happened to me, but I've seen it a screenshot. Mm-hmm. But you DM somebody and they respond, "Oh, bless my cash app real quick." Like, I think it's a lot of
real thing, yeah.
I think women they say they want a guy that's like, oh, lovey-dovey or whatnot, but I think a lot of it comes with money. I think that's what chivalry has turned into, is just how much money you spend on somebody.
So you say it's been rebranded?
Yeah, rebranded, 100%.
Okay,
100%.
Okay. I'd say, like, I don't think chivalry is dead by any stretch of the imagination. I think that we are all victims of a social media, going back to that, because while I haven't had as many of these negative experiences, I have seen so many, like you said, so many screenshots that are being posted or fake. Going viral. It could be fake.
I could be totally wrong about this too.
Right, and we always can do that. But it's like there's so many different reasons or different posts and things that I've seen that have made, like, kind of changed my opinion on dating in today's age. And I didn't even have to get burned by these things for me to, shape my opinion. And honestly, I didn't even think about it until we were talking about it right now. But a lot of those times I was like, that's never even happened to me. But I know it happened to somebody and I don't want to deal with it personally. So, like the Cash App thing, for example, I've never had a girl say, like, oh, yeah, like, bless my Cash App then if you want to talk to me. I've never had that, but I've seen it enough. I've heard other guys deal with it. And I'm like, it's kind of rough.
So it might be two different things then, because I say I see it on social media. Have I personally dealt with something like that? Not to that extent, right?
I think that goes back to what you were saying earlier.
So it's about what?
About, if she likes you.
If she likes you, right? If she likes you, then she's going to be like, oh yeah, you can do whatever.
Facts.
Or if she don't like you, oh yeah, let me get a free meal tonight.
Yeah.
I think dating on social media and dating in real life are two different things.
Totally.
I think social media dating, chivalry is dead. I think in real life it's not dead.
1000%. I agree.
That's my final answer.
I feel like people need to get out the house and touch some grass. Otherwise, like, you wouldn't feel that way if you actually dated. Like, if you actually went out and talked to people, people would not feel the way they do on social.
Oh, facts.
The gender divide needs to stop. I'm going to say that again. The gender divide needs to stop.
Explain what the gender divide is.
Bro, you don't have to hate men because of that one man, and you don't have to hate women because of that one woman, and you don't have to blame the world's issues on them either, because it's not their fault. We need each other. I'm saying that. This is a PSA and the gender divide. Please and thank you, management. But yeah, bro, that just matter of fact, we can talk about it for a second.
No, that's good insight.
I really just don't like the fact that, and I honestly believe in the black community, one of the things that's holding us back more than anything is the looking across the aisle and pointing the finger, opposed to us working together. In a lot
working
of ways.
together, as in the black community working together, or working
Yeah,
together as
it's
in the
like
black
there's
community
so
working with other communities. Like which
working
one?
together, like
Together.
as one community.
Got it.
And I'm not saying that doesn't happen, but I'm saying what is being pushed in the narrative that's being pushed online a lot of times just makes us seem so much more divided. Like the fact that it's a constant, oh, well, men don't X, Y, and Z, or black men don't X, Y, and Z, or black women don't X, Y, and Z. And we're constantly calling each other out opposed to handling things behind closed doors, or sitting our kids down and saying, hey, that's not real life.
Yeah.
I feel like that's necessary. It's needed. And it's like a conversation is not being had. So yeah.
So how do you think that changes then?
Conversations. Like, for example, I posted the other day, 89% of black men who make six figures or more are married to black women.
I did see that post. Anybody said anything?
If you were to click on that post and then go in the comments.
Did the comment section go crazy?
Bro, women were saying left and right, this can't be true.
Oh, were they black?
I'm not going to,
you're
about to feed the issue here.
Can I? No, I know, but no, because you were saying they were black. Okay, so you were saying that we need to help each other out in the same community.
Yeah. Right.
So if the black women are in the comment section of a post about good things about black men and black women, then that's not good, right? Is that what you were saying? That's what I'm trying to get at, right?
Yeah, you were scaring me. I didn't know where you were going. I didn't know where you were going about to say. Are you about to point the finger right now?
I didn't point anything.
I didn't know where you were going. So I thought you were about to. I thought you were about to say, well, it sounds like.
They always say behind a great man is a great woman.
Facts. Absolutely.
Facts.
1000%. 1000%. We've talked about all the online dating. We've talked about we talked about chivalry.
Yes.
But getting back to the core of what this show is even about.
Yes.
Let's talk about what masculinity is today.
Ooh. What masculinity is today.
Yes, what it is today.
I think it just goes back. I think it just goes back to money, bro. I think a lot of it stems from providing. I think a lot of it stems from how much can I do for my family, how much I can do for my wife, my kids, and everything like that. And I think that's what really makes a masculine man in someone's eyes nowadays is,
like,
is he going to take care of me?
Right. Like, is it,
you know
what
I mean?
The only job of a man?
A father is the only person in the family that's loved conditionally. He's loved under the condition that he can provide for his family. The wife loved unconditionally. Right. Kids loved unconditionally. But he looked at, he was like, as me, as a father, I am loved under the condition that I can provide for y'all. Because if I couldn't take care of y'all, what am I even here for?
Right.
And I was like, dang. And I grew up. I said, dang.
It's harsh realities.
Like, yeah, exactly. I was like, but obviously we love to do it. But it's just aware of, that's the reason why we are loved to be men, is bring that masculine, be a provider, be a leader, leader as well. I think is another.
Yeah, I mean, it's the 3 Ps actually that somebody taught me. I want to say it was Malachi actually who said this. That basically being the protector, the provider, and the pastor of your household is your whole point of being there. And the thing about it is, there's a lot less there's a lot less respect being given, I think, right now for the other two P's.
Which two P's? The what? Pastor
and protector.
Oh, facts.
I think those two are a lot less valuable right now, or being given that value verbally at least.
Yeah.
And I think that is one of the issues with, once again, social media and the narrative that's being pushed. Because, I mean, how do you raise, a man to truly be a man if he's only taught to provide?
Yeah.
If you're only taught to provide, that leaves a lot of holes in your character.
It does.
That leaves you a lot of space for you to do wrong. It leaves a lot. I'm talking about just wide open for you to do whatever you want at that point. You don't have to be faithful. You don't have to be, morally upright. You don't have to be these things because you can provide. And you can overlook, all of those shortcomings because you can provide. And I feel that leads to the issue with, women feeling unfulfilled with certain men because they're only taught one thing. Or they're seeing they only have to be one thing.
Okay. So
and
you
when
think...
you teach... Oh, sorry.
No, you get it.
I mean, when you teach anybody to not be multifaceted, what are you left with?
Okay, so those three P's. Let's focus on that, right? Is there one that you can stick out and be like, that's the one that you should focus on, or is there all of them that you just have to have all of them to be a successful?
I think to be a good man, a good person, to be a good anything, you have to be balanced. And if you're not, you're incomplete. It's like going into a job interview where they needed you to have a college degree, 5 years of experience, and I don't know, the ability to juggle with your left hand and I don't know, do a push up with your right at the same time. But showing up with only one of those qualifications and trying to lead a family, what?
Yeah,
this is impossible. I mean, it's easy for us as younger people to put all the pressure on, oh, life's so hard when you're young, when in truth it's the easiest part of your life.
Easiest.
Because you're learning. Well, it's time to actually take the things you learned and and actually use them and apply them in the other 80% of your life. So it's like, now the hard part starts when you're trying to figure out how to take a little human and make them a functioning part of society. And think about how hard life is for us right now trying to figure things out. You got to get somebody to this point for them to then be confused. You can't show up half-cocked. This is impossible. Like, you have to be balanced. As a man, you have to be balanced. And I feel we all strive and fight for that on a daily basis. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You have to. Financially. I hope. Did I say that? Did I say financially?
Financially, yeah.
I did. Did I say it once or twice? I hope
say it one more time.
I hope I said it twice.
Say it again.
Because, the world's getting more expensive. On top of that, so yeah.
Okay, so I was gonna ask. I lost my point though, but I see what you mean though. So, I was gonna ask you. So, say someone grows up without a father, right? They don't have no one to teach them from the man's perspective, which I think is very important. Like, shout out all the single moms,
right?
But I think every child needs to have a father figure in their life.
Have both.
Yeah, gotta have both, right? So, say you don't have that person in your life, you don't have the provider, the protector, the pastor, as a male in your household, right? How do you think a young man, a young child could learn those things then?
See, that's tough. I thank God I had my my parents growing up, but my father didn't, and my mother also didn't have. Well, they both had them both, but they were just apart. Right. So it's difficult because my dad and I have had many conversations about him raising me. A lot of that, a lot of the things that he did not know or didn't do, or it was like he was learning as he was going.
Exactly.
And it becomes it becomes your own responsibility at that point, or to either seek out someone to teach you these things, or to try and figure them out as you go, which it leaves you in a very tough spot. Really, you have to lean into what it is to be a man at that point by seeking that out through your Heavenly Father, going to church, going to Find mentors. You have to put the work in to find that knowledge at that point because you owe it to your future family at that point. And is that easy? No, it's easier said than done with most things.
Yeah.
But with that specific thing, yeah, it's very it's crucial that you make the time to do that.
Right.
You seek that out. So yeah, that
okay. Yeah.
I guess it's tough to speak on that because I don't know.
I don't know
really
either.
Don't.
I don't know either.
And that's another thing I want to say. As a man, it's very important to admit when you don't know.
I don't know a lot
to yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you don't admit it to yourself, you're
I
not
agree.
going to seek it out. You're not going to seek it out as diligently as you would, or as fiercely as you would if you can openly admit to yourself, I don't know that.
Yeah.
So
with that being said, this is a podcast of we're having a conversation. Do not take everything here as fact.
Because it's not.
Because I don't know. This is just having a conversation. We can have a conversation in the comments and you can change my mind about anything.
Absolutely.
About everything.
Matter of fact, I want to talk in the comments.
Yeah.
I would love to have conversations.
So if y'all have anything mean to say to Lyman, just put it in the comments. Anything I say about me, go ahead, do it. I'll respond right back at you.
Say something mean in the comments. You're going to get the show shut down. Please don't.
So also talking about being a parent, right?
Right.
And social media, right? Everyone has an opinion on what is a good parent, what you can do to your kid, especially disciplinary ways and just how of raising a kid, right? Because I have seen a lot on social media where a parent will do something, right? And all the comments are saying, you're a bad mom. Why would you let her do that? Or you're a bad dad. Why you let him do that? Or why are you hitting your kid? Or why are you spanking your kid? You shouldn't do that. None of that. None of that. How do you think that affects parents nowadays too? Because parents now did not grow up with social media, right? So if they post something that they do normally, right, and they have everyone berating them, telling them they're a bad parent, bad something, right? How can they like manage that?
I think it's a mindset thing, because it's easy to give my input or my opinion on that when I've been on the outside looking in, and I think it's all about how they're approaching social media at that point, because if you use it purely to scroll and you're only looking at like whatever regular things that you want to consume, like for example, what they post on World Star, whatever they post on Spiritual Word, or like something like that, you have to make sure you use it as a tool. I think that if you can find the content on how to grow a business, you definitely can find the content on the psychology of your kids. Like you can easily figure out a lot of the problems you're running into, especially if they're diagnosable, because all these other people have dealt with these issues. You can pull information from all these different spaces, and it's easy to put on people that we live in an information age, but we don't all use it for information.
Right.
Like we don't all use social media or the internet for information like we should, and I think it can make parenting easier, but it also can make it a lot harder, because you're also having to defend your kids from what they are consuming on social media. So it's like it's a lot of different angles to it, and it's one of the most difficult topics on planet Earth on how to properly raise a person. So
everybody think they knows best. Yeah, I don't know.
Everybody thinks they know best.
Everybody think they know best.
Everybody wants to weigh in on what you do in your house.
It's like, dude, you have a faceless Twitter account talking about how I'm supposed to raise my kid. That's what I think. Another thing is, I think all social media, you should have to have your face, your name, and everything. You should not be anonymous on social media. I think that's another problem about it, actually.
Like facts. You got to use your social security to get on here. We need to know for fact this is you.
Yeah. Because I think a lot of people hide behind the fact that you can't find out who they are, so they will rage bait.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's how they make money on Twitter now. The more you interact with a social media account, the more money you make, right? So why wouldn't I make a faceless account and go start rage baiting people? That's what a lot of people do nowadays. Like, oh, no, yeah. And it'd just be, okay, bro.
About to go make a Twitter account.
It is.
I don't even have that on my phone anymore.
It's a very toxic place.
What is
it's called X now?
X,
nowadays.
yeah, X.
But it's a very toxic place.
I can believe it. But thank you guys for tuning in. It's been great. It's been fun. This was new. Welcome though. We like this. Very warm, very toasty in here.
Any announcements?
All right, so announcements coming up December 20th, 2025. Pieces of a Man will be dropping their first episode. Well, we'll at least be recording it. We'll be doing our first live event where you guys come out and see what we're doing. But we will be dropping the episode on the 23rd, which will be that following Tuesday. So really looking forward to you guys getting to see all the things we have in store. Aaron, you got anything else you want to see? You want to say?
A lot of content coming out. We got a lot of stuff planned actually now, with going in public, doing our side quests that y'all will see, more not necessarily podcast content, but us out in the real world, and talking to people on the street, going and doing content in restaurants, just doing a whole bunch of different stuff to bring more life to the podcast. That's so we're not just sitting here on the couch every week, right?
Absolutely.
But thank you for tuning in to our episode 1.5. This will probably get released after the live podcast, right?
Probably.
Yeah. So if you're watching this, go back if you didn't watch the first episode.
Prequel.
But this is great spot. So thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.